Hello! I finally made it back, and welcome to my new rental kingdom. Still a bit messy. It takes me forever and a day to get things reorganized. I'm amazed I got this far with what I have. Uh, I'm ready for some football. I don't know why my volume suddenly went down, but I'm looking for a very good game. These are two of the best in the AFC. Buffalo certainly has proved their worth this year, and Baltimore has had a bit of a shaky start, but they got it together last week, and they're in Baltimore tonight, so they're hoping to keep the Bills from the ranks of the undefeated. We're at commercial time right now. I got my D-backs hat on again. They're in the running for the playoffs once again. They got their 89th win of the season against the Padres, who had beaten them two previous times. And you have to wait for the Braves and the Mets to finish off their series, which apparently got interrupted by Hurricane Helene. So we got to wait an extra day for those two to duke it out. And then if one team wins two games, the D-backs are automatically in. If they split the series, who knows what's going to happen. Ugh. The D-backs didn't do themselves any favors by putting up a losing streak before the final game. They had to play the Padres in their last three. Did win the last game by a significant margin. In the meantime, in the AL, our nearby favorites, the Seattle Mariners, apparently dropped themselves out of contention. So the Yankees have home field advantage throughout the American League playoffs. The Guardians are the next step up. And here I'm seeing Ray Lewis, the guy who beat the murder rap and cheated his way in the final year of his season, the final year of his career. He's one of the reasons I hate the Ravens. That and they left Cleveland in the dust. When they were the Browns. So, quite obviously, I'm rooting for the Bills to do well. But as I was saying, the Guardians were the second best. They seem to have taken the whole of the AL Central with them because the Royals and the Tigers won the wild card slots in addition to the Orioles, while the Astros were the best in the West. It's interesting the Mariners did win 8 of their last 10, but beforehand they were even better and then had a bad streak just before that last 10. Allowed Houston to catch up on them. They're showing M&T Bank Stadium. Mike and Chris are in the booth. Melissa Stark's on the sidelines. And we're almost ready to go. And yeah, DeMar Hamlin got an interception last week. And because of all the injuries in the secondary, he's ensconced himself into the starting lineup. So he seems to be nicely recovered. Oh, I got rid of my flaky chair. So now I'm sitting on my tie-dyed sponge seat. It's way low to the ground. So it's been something of a challenge to get up off of this thing. But I'm meeting the challenge. So Tucker's going to kick off. Oh, by the way, these headphones, in the process of my move, were in the last box I had to open. Before that, I was being put into a mild panic. And Tucker kicks it off. Will it be a touchback? Yeah, it will. He actually went through the uprights. Would have scored a point in the CFL or two. You can't help but wonder why people, when they announce their school, do all sorts of weird stuff. At any rate, Allen has thrown the first pass to Dalton Kincaid. Got about 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 5. And boy, Josh Allen has been ripping it up. My Cardinals know that all too well. Now they get to Shakir, but he is dropped by Hamilton, number 14. May have lost a yard. Well, they gave him a decent spot, so it's no gain. He was right on that one. Shakir just had nowhere to go. So Allen's in shotgun now, doing something of an audible. Shakir's in motion. Now Allen gets it, back to pass, and he's going to run for it. It's going to be close. Nope, first down. Now they're saying he's short, and the replay seems to favor that. Oh, Lord. They're going to go for it. and this does not get it. Oh, maybe they'll try and draw him offside. Nope, they do get it. Still gives me the willies whenever they do this on their own territory. Okay. They got the first down. They're on their 42, and Allen is under center. And hands it off to Cook. James Cook, that is. I believe the younger brother of Dalvin. And they're introducing the Ravens D. No weird school references this time for their defense. It's now 2nd and 2. Ray Davis gets the handoff this time, but he gains squat. They're showing what they put on Allen's left hand, which apparently he hurt. Allen's now back to pass. And it's dropped. Kincaid had it, couldn't hold on to it. If you are stopping by, go ahead and chat if you want. Take off your jacket and stay a while. So the Bills are going to punt this time for real. 11:09 left in the first quarter. Deontay Hardy is the receiver for the Ravens. Martin's the punter for the Bills, number 8. And there it goes. Fair catch signal is made, and he gets it at the 13. Definitely night in Baltimore. And we go to commercials. Let's see. Ugh. So while I was away from streaming, both my Phoenix Mercury and the favorite team after that, the Indiana Fever, were knocked out of the WNBA playoffs, which was a shame. It's also a shame that neither got an opportunity to have one game at home. For some reason, in the first round, they had the team with the better record just get the first two games at home instead of going 1-1-1. They've got this Gladiator promo for Pepsi with some NFL guys and a black female rapper. Whom, If I paid attention to that sort of thing, I'd know her name or her entertainment related name. And now we're back to the action. Showing pictures of their two quarterbacks among the best the past couple of years. So apparently the Bills have made a plaid hat with their logo on. Fascinating. So the Ravens are going to get their first crack at their offense. Jackson is in shotgun. And yes, King Derrick Henry is in the backfield. And he gets the handoff. Oh, and he's gone. He is gone. Oh. Man's not ready to retire. That was first play touchdown. DeMar Hamlin was among the Bills trying to chase him down, but Henry still got a spring in his step, or two, or three, or 10. Well, that took all 12 seconds. 87-yard run. Boy, has he got the crowd amped up. So we'll have the extra point. And it's good. We're going to have the replay. Fullback opened up a nice hole. So did Mark Andrews. And it's a foot race, and the King is the winner. Ooh. For all of the running back talent this team has had, he's just ran the longest TD in history for the club. And he's scored a touchdown rushing in all the games of the season so far. So Tucker is going to kick it off. There it goes. Touchback. So Buffalo's going to try again on offense. Allen hands it off to Cook. He gets 8. Buffalo can only hope that they can grind this out in this latest drive and get the Ravens defense tired. And hello to all you new people. You want to chat me up? Go right ahead. Allen's now in shotgun, doing an audible thing here. And he's back to pass. Gets it right away to Kincaid, who gets it to the 45. And that'll be a first down. I'm still in shock from that Henry run. Why the Titans gave him up, I'll never know. And a running back has become a rediscovered position. A lot of people are taking advantage of it. Allen's back to pass again. He gets it to Cook, and he gets another first down. They're going to mark him short. But they're now in Ravens territory. He's doing the quarterback sneak again. Another first down. Things getting a little chippy as they're trying to get Allen back up. We now have an injury timeout. McPherson, number 60, McGovern, number 66 for the Bills, have been taken out. So the clock is back and running again. His replacement, Anderson, is going to go under center, number 70. Allen's in the gun. Hands it off to Cook. Ooh! Nice hit by Roquan Smith. They paid a lot of money to get him. That was a pretty solid hit. Oof. So 4 yards were gained. Allen's in under center, and he's faking the running play, back to pass, and he lofts it out of bounds. Van Noy had some pressure on Smith. So it'll be 3rd and 6. So 7:53 left in the quarter. See what the Bills line up with this time. Allen's in the gun. Up. He got to Kincaid, and they were fortunate that they didn't get called for false start. Left tackle quite obviously moved early. Actually, both tackles moved early. But Kincaid got the first down in the process. Hamilton again with the tackle. And Allen's back under center. Samuel is the back in the backfield now. Allen's back to pass now, and he's flushed. And we got a flag. And he just runs out of bounds. I think he knows it's holding on his own line. Yep. Let's try to get this. Come on, cord. Work with me. So 1st and 20, the clock is back up and running again. Knox is in motion, the other tight end. Allen's doing an audible. Still in the shotgun. Back to pass. Gets it to Mac Hollins. Same number that Mac Davis had last year, or Gabriel Davis. So 2nd and 14. Got 6 on that. Allen's doing another audible, but staying in the gun. Samuel's now in motion. Snap is done. Back to passes Allen. He gets it to Shakir, and he gets to the 30. Tackled by Smith, among others. As they show the replay. Now he's down on the field. So we have an injury timeout with 5:41 left to go. And they are going to commercial as a result. And Dolph Lundgren's doing a FanDuel commercial. Still a pretty chiseled looking dude. Arby's, they have the meats. Well, in other sports news, the division winners in the National League were the Dodgers, of course. They have the home field advantage throughout the NL. The Phillies were mighty close, but slumped a little at the end of the season. And the Brewers took the 3rd spot. The Padres have the top wild card spot, same record as the Brewers. The Dodgers will face the winner of the 4th and 5th slot, while the Phillies will play the 3rd and 6th teams from the winner of that series. It's already been established that the Padres will play the 2nd team in the wild card race, while the Brewers will play the 3rd, whoever they may be. Action is back. Allen's all alone in the backfield, and the refs are doing some sort of delay. And now they're saying there's an injury timeout again? McGovern, who got hurt, checked in, but they're bringing him back. So Anderson, number 70, is back under center. Apparently, the spotter has to allow them. Maybe keeping him out. One of his own linemen landed on his head when Allen had to do his last quarterback sneak. Clock is back into running. Allen is now back to pass. 3rd and 7, and he's under pressure. There's another flag, so it'll probably be holding. And the pass is incomplete to Nate Wiggins, number 0 for the Bills. We'll see what the flag is about. Holding again. Since it was 3rd down, and field positioning is going to be a key here. They're going to accept it. And yeah, it was quite an obvious hold on number 98, who was trying to chase Allen down. So it'll be 3rd and 17. And 66 still wants to get in, but can't. This is something of a mini soap opera here. Oh, hey, Nash, welcome back. Don't worry about it. I was late last week. I missed the whole damn day. Up, and Allen is going to run it. Did the quarterback draw, got back to the 30. It's 4th down. And Tyler Bass is going to try the field goal. Shakir apparently had an injured ankle. Whoops! Allen almost lost the snap. Bass is long. This year has been 43. He's 5 of 6 for the first 3 games. Kick is on the way, and it is quite good. Wound up to be a 50-yard attempt because apparently Allen slid earlier than expected. Than we thought. So, Nash, you can see the results of my move. Let me know what you think. We're on commercial break now. Ravens are up 7-3. Oh, and did you happen to see the King Henry run? Man still got skills. But I'm glad you're here. Hopefully, we both get what we want, which is a Bills win. Clock went under 5 minutes, so the Bills have had it for roughly 10 minutes of the quarter. We'll see how well the defense holds up after this of the Ravens. It's not a new chair, it's just a different chair. I'd mentioned earlier I got rid of the flaky one that was all brown, and now I got the tie-dye sponge chair for the foam chair. And hello to everyone else who's joined my pal. We've got a Venom commercial. Something I never quite got. Of how I thought he was supposed to be the evil Spider-Man incarnate. Oh, well, what the hell. It's quite the day in the NFL. Another any given Sunday type of moment. The Broncos beat the Jets despite Bo Nix only having 60 yards passing. Although I think that total might have been affected by how often he was sacked. Because you get yards taken away if you're sacked. So they've won 2 in a row on the road. After having such a god-awful start to the season. My Cardinals lost in atrocious fashion. Jaden Daniels not only returned to the former state of his college career to torture us, but so did Cliff Kingsbury, who apparently is now the offensive coordinator for the Commanders. And the Ravens offense is now being introduced. They only ran one play, so they never got to introduce the offense beforehand. Let's see what they have in store for us this time. Yes, rest in peace, Cheer. He's gone to that great garbage dump in the sky. In the meantime, Jackson back to pass. He completes it to Zay Flowers, who is right at the 40. So it's close to a first down if they didn't get one already. Yeah, 42-14. The Cardinals had the lead initially got a touchdown on the first series of the game, and after that it was just ugh. So the Commanders are the real deal. Jackson back at the gun, fakes the handoff, and decides to take it himself and gets 7 yards in the process. And now they're going to introduce the Bills defense. Okay, 2nd and 4. Jackson hands it off to Henry. And again, he gets significant yardage, not as much as the 87-yarder he had before, but it's enough for a first down. And we're down to 3 minutes left in the quarter. So 49ers got back in the win column, wiped out the Patriots. Oh, yeah, Minnesota's still undefeated. Beat what she calls evil to the east. They had to hang on to do it, though. And Jackson passing it off to Hill, who is tackled out of bounds by Hamlin, who was fortunate that he didn't get flagged for a hit out of bounds. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Cincinnati got their first win of the season against Carolina. No longer winless. And the Rams were beaten by the Bears. That's always a good thing when the Rams lose. Oh, Henry almost broke away another one. Merely got to the 35 of the Bills. And now we got a flag, an extremely late flag apparently. And Jackson has distinguished himself by being the best runner in the first three games of the an NFL season. Oh, we got unnecessary roughness on the Bills. Smoot. And he and the Ravens fullback Ricard got into it. Oh, he need Ricard in the helmet. No penalties for the Ravens, 3 for the Bills. Doesn't bode well. Okay, Jackson hands it. Oh, he faked the handoff to Flowers and tried to do the quarterback draw and got about 3. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Atlanta got a win, so the Saints have lost 2 in a row. Tampa Bay won as well. They dominated the Eagles, just like they did in the playoffs last year. So, and let's see. So Jackson gets a pass off to Hill on something of a screen, and he gets quite deep. With less than a minute to go, they are in the red zone. At the 5 to be specific. The Strouds beat Jacksonville. That was a very competitive game. Probably the best Jacksonville has played. But that only counts for horseshoes and hand grenades in the win-loss column. Oh, Indiana beat Pittsburgh, so the Steelers are no longer undefeated. But Richardson, for the second year in a row, got hurt in the 4th game of the season. Jackson is under center, hands it off to Henry, but he gets nothing and probably lost a yard in the process. And the quarter is now over. Oh, it's hard to get comfortable in this chair. I'm sitting very deep in it, and my feet have to extend out quite a bit. And in the meantime, we've got commercial timeout. So to Nash and everyone else, how you doing out there? Looks like the Ravens, barring a disaster, will take a significant lead in this game. Let's see. Have I missed any things in terms of the scores? No, it looks like I'm all caught up. For what's worth, I'm also using a completely different computer. My old laptop is currently working on playing Star Trek Fleet Command. Okay, that's fine. Glad you're here regardless. And I'm glad other people are here too. Don't mind you sticking around. Feel free to hit me up in the chat room. And they got the purple silhouette on a tower in Baltimore. They went away from it. I want to know who it was. It looked like Lady Justice from a distance. Yeah, the D-backs won their 89th game against the Padres as Jackson gets it to Henry, who's going to waltz in again for a score. And yes, just like that, the Ravens are up 13-3. The D-backs, as usual, had an up and down season. Oh, Lord, is that 7 people here? Welcome, one and all. I imagine you all saw Henry get his second touchdown of the game. So he's had gotten one running and one receiving. But Nash, to answer your question, the D-backs are still in the wild card hunt. They got to wait for the Braves and the Mets to play a doubleheader down south. It was interrupted by a hurricane. So both the Mets and the Braves have 88 wins. If one beats the other twice, the Diamondbacks will certainly be getting in as either the fifth or the sixth, the second or the third wild card team. The Padres were the first. If the Braves and Mets split it, it'll come down to a 3-way tiebreak. And I don't know how that's going to go, and I'm afraid to find out. As it is, I'll be working on Monday, finally starting my new job, which was postponed last week due to my issues with communication, having neither internet nor phone. Thankfully, both those problems have been resolved. Obviously, you can see me streaming this game. Tucker's going to do his third kickoff, which will probably be his third touchback. Off the kick goes. Yep. Do you have a favorite baseball team, Nash? Let me know in commercial. And the Bills break out of the huddle. Samuel's in the motion. And he gets the pass out of the backfield. And he gets about 8 yards. Pushed out of bounds by Williams and Smith. Shakir and McGovern are back in the lineup for the Bills after battling in-game injuries. And now Shakir goes out. He only got 7. 2nd and 3. And it's a handoff to Cook again, who had a hole, then it closed up, and he is short. "14 minutes left in the half. It's 3rd and 1. Couple guys in motion for the Bills. Allen is in the gun. Cook in motion. He gets the... Oh, no. Oh! Hamilton was almost sacked. He was able to get the pass off to Knox, but Knox was hit immediately and couldn't get the first down. Ojabo was the... It got the tackle. Oh, he was the one that tried to sack. So, Bills are forced to punt. They're not going to go for it this time. The punt is away by Martin. Hardy's in the backfield, lets it bounce, And it gets a Ravens motion up the field and dropped or downed around the 24-yard line. And obviously we're at commercial break. Let's see here. In soccer news, my Portland Timbers tied with the Whitecaps, affecting the rankings for the Cascadia Cup. Not sure yet who's in the lead for that. Timbers are still in the playoff hunt. And this first week of October, there's going to be 4 soccer games played at Providence Park. The Thorns will have 2 and the Timbers will have 2, and it'll be back-to-back. And there'll be a very deciding homestand for both teams. And now we're back to the action. As they show crab highlights. He has 100 total yards. On the ground. And we have an I formation, a rare sighting in the NFL these days, with Jackson under center. And he fakes to Henry, throws it. Oh, he gets Likely at the 45, brought down by the Buffalo secondary. If the Bills aren't careful, this is going to get away from them. It's running towards that end. 47 Benford was the one with the tackle. Jackson's under center again. Now he's audibling. Henry's the lone back this time. Fakes it to Henry, and he's going to pass again. Oh, he had the other tight end, Mark Andrews, who dropped it. Looked upfield too soon. So now 2nd and 10, and we got movement. And it's a cha-cha. Stanley is the guilty party, number 79. Ravens have been the most penalized team in the league so far, although this is their first penalty of the half. So Jackson's in the gun with Henry to his right. Fakes the handoff to Henry again. Passes to Henry. And Dorian Williams kind of getting a little chippy and bringing him down out of bounds. Got about 4 ultimately. It's now 3rd and 11. Henry's on the sideline, getting a breather. Jackson's looking at the play on the wrist. He's in the shotgun. And Jackson's back to pass. He gets it. Nelson Aguilar pumped up to get a first down for the Ravens. So the ball's at the 44 of the Bills. Jackson's in shotgun again. Fakes a pass, hands it off to Hill, who gets a first down in the process. Thanks to those who gave a thumbs up to me, by the way. Ball is now at the 33. Flowers is in motion. Hands it off to Henry. Jackson does, who gets 6 or 7. Under 10 minutes to go in the half. Rapp had the tackle. And he hurt himself in the process. His neck looked like it kind of got bent to the right at an odd angle. May have gotten a stinger. We'll find out soon enough. In the meantime, it's back to commercials. Those that are here, feel free to chat me up. Whatever's on your mind, I can talk about it. I gotta change the home standing of the weather app on my other PC, on this other PC. Okay. Gonna be a chilly start to the morning. Fall's officially here. By the time I leave for work, it's gonna be 41 degrees. Ugh. You have to break out the long johns. Even with the relaxation this game may provide still got a lot on my mind. Starting a new job tomorrow after my aborted attempt last week. And my old PC isn't letting me do stuff to prepare for that. So I gotta take care of that once this game ends, unless it's a blowout and then I end it early. Meantime, Henry gets the handoff, but the Bills defense had him hemmed in that time, and we've got another flag. Preliminary indication is against Baltimore. Holding on number 65. Makari is the guilty party. Second and 14 now. At the 37. Jackson's in the gun. Fakes the pass, fakes the handoff to Henry. Jackson is still in the pocket. Oh! I thought Hamlin was going to intercept it, but Aguilar got a hand up and almost did a one-handed grab. Wow. Oh, that was 31 who was in position to make the catch. Rasul Douglas, ex-Cardinal and Packer. And apparently Flowers was wide open and missed, or maybe he underthrew it. Jackson was under pressure on that last one. He easily gets this off to Hill this time, who is going to get the first down on a screen. There was some great blocks that were set on that screen. Back to the I formation. Jackson's under the center. Henry and Picard in the backfield. It's a pitch to Henry, and he gets about 3. Williams with the tackle. And 8 minutes left in the quarter. The Ravens have a plaid hat, too. I wonder if this is a trend. At any rate, Jackson's back to pass. He lofts it to the end zone. He's got Hill wide open. Touchdown, Ravens. They are just wiping the Bills out. Although, bear in mind, earlier today, the Vikings had the Packers in a bind, 28-0. Packers made a game of it eventually. And Tucker for the extra point, right down the middle. Oh, they've got plaid beanies, too. Or wool caps. What up with that? So come on, peeps, talk to me. Not crazy about having to be all my lonesome with just commercials to keep me company. We're already getting into repeats of those. Ugh. Eventually, I'm going to get a love seat. I could sit in one of my regular kitchen style chairs, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do that in the second half. Excuse me. There's still so much to do with this apartment. But vast majority of it will have to wait till next weekend. Yeah. Got some gold medalists in the Queen City from the Summer Olympics. Quincy Wilson, 17-year-old kid. In the meantime, we have another touchback. I wonder what they're chanting in Baltimore. I can't quite make it out. Oh, Ravens. Well, in the meantime, Allen's back to pass, and it was almost picked off. Wiggins, number 2, had it and dropped it. Bit behind Hollins. So 2nd and 10 at 30. Allen's in the gun. Back to pass. Quick Silly gets it off to Shakir, but he only gets 3 before Humphrey forces him out of bounds. Number 44 for the Ravens. Well, they say officially they only got 2, so it's 3rd and 8. 7 minutes left in the half. Allen back to pass, and he's in trouble, and he is in the grasp of Van Noy. And it's 4th down again for the Bills. Martin back to punt again. Off it goes. Angled a bit to the right. Taken at the 16 by Hardy. And runs into his own teammate before the Bills take him down. About 12 yards gained. Oh, I hope the Bills can come back and make a game of it. If they can't, this stream might be prematurely over. This foam chair isn't good for leaning back in. Ugh, putting a strain on my neck. Let's see. Whoops, I did not want to try and do the copy paste thing. There we go. 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. A lot of things highlighted in purple in Baltimore. Ravens are back on offense. 5:59 left in the half. Jackson's in the gun. And he does the wide receiver screen to Aguilar, but he was hit early and often and lost 3. But we've also got a flag on the play. Early indications are it's against the Ravens. Ineligible man downfield. Falele, the guilty party, number 77, but the Bills decline it since the Ravens lost yardage on that. 2nd and 12. Jackson's in the gun again, gets a snap, and he does the quarterback draw thing, and he is going to get extremely close to a first down. Looks like he's being marked short, though Lively insists otherwise. They made it 3rd and inches. Henry, meantime, gets the first down. And we're under 5 minutes left in the half. Okay, back to the I formation again. And Jackson's audibling. And it's going to Henry. And he's got 2. Or maybe it was 3. 2.5. 2-3. Ugh. Well, my picture, thankfully, is crystal clear on the TV. I'll explain that when I get a chance. So they gave it only 2, 2nd and 8 then. Under 4 minutes still to go in the half. Jackson's in the gun, gets the snap, back to pass. And he sends it off to a wide open number 7, Rashad Bateman, at the Bills 35. 3:30 left in the half. Okay, Jackson's back in the gun. Flowers is in motion. Hands it quickly to Henry, who gets 3 or 4, but a flag is down, and I suspect it'll be holding, because that's what it looked like on my end. And it appears I might be right. Ugh. Yep, holding on 70. Rosengarten, the guilty party. Ugh. So 1st and 20. Jackson does the draw. Oh, he lost the ball! I think the Bills got it. They still haven't signaled officially. Now they do. He dove to try and get some extra yards, and the ball just popped out. Number 42, Williams, knocked it out. And Spector recovered it. Number 54. Break for the Bills. Let's see if they can take advantage of it, because they are down big. Ball is now at the Bills 39. It's a handoff to Cook, who searches his way for a hole and gets to the 45. And we're getting to the 2-minute warning. And there we are. 2nd and 5 it will be. And Jackson is just frustrated. Another Lego movie. And I still haven't watched the free version of mine. The original. So we got a hip hop version of Legos, piece by piece. Gonna take a look at the NFL standings. So with Pittsburgh losing and the Bills on the verge of losing, KC will be the only undefeated team in the AFC. Minnesota's still undefeated. Seattle still is, pending the outcome of the Monday night game. Well, that's interesting. So that plaid multicolor look is a way to indicate you're fighting cancer. Okay, back to the action. Allen is back to pass, and he's flushed out, and he is going to slide, but he falls short of the first down. Now 3rd and 2. Clock is winding down. Clock is seriously winding down. Allen's in the gun. Back to pass. Gets it, but Shakir can't hang on to it. Humphrey had his mitts in the area. And 1:11 left. Let's see what the offense is going to do, if anything. And Humphrey is still hurt. The Bills had called a timeout before Humphrey went back to the turf. Well, fortunately, I ate lunch just before the game started, so I'm not hungry. Up. So Baltimore gets charged with a timeout for him being injured. And the Bills are going to go for it. They'd hate to get a turnover and not have anything to show for it. It's at the 47 of their on their end. And now Buffalo, no wait. Well, oh. Oh no. So I did not know this. Apparently you can't take back-to-back timeouts. Harbaugh's shaking his head saying I should have known better. And Buffalo got a first down as a result of the snafu. So it's defensive delay a game. I didn't know that was possible. I'm trying to remember if it used to be that when people try to make game-winning field goals, they could ice the kicker that way. Allen, in the meantime, threw a pass that went out of bounds. So it's incomplete. 106 left in the half now. So the Bills have gotten a break big time. They got to take advantage of it, along with taking advantage of getting that turnover. And so Allen's in the gun with a receiver and a running back to each side. He's now back to pass. He's going to go it deep again. Oh! Keon Coleman had it, and he dropped it with 1 minute left. There was a lot of hand fighting with him and Stevens, number 21 of the Ravens, but he got himself free for a second. Couldn't bring it down. And Bills are scrambling to get it off before the play clock winds down. They get it, and Allen's in trouble, a lot of trouble, and he just throws it out of bounds. And the Bills are going to punt it. With 51 seconds left. Martin ready to punt. The snap and the kick. Hardy. Oh, it goes into the end zone. 42 seconds left. Ugh. This game has me bummed. Now I gotta wait for the final 52 seconds to go. And then I need to remember how to stand up. Oh, why do I have to have all these damn commercials? Make me tired. All right. A lot of home teams lost this week. Okay, action is back, and Henry got the ball and didn't get much out of it. Baltimore only having one timeout. They're just going to do a mercy rundown of the clock. Yep. So, time for me to get out of the chair and consider what I'm going to replace it with in the meantime. What I've got's all these stiff back chairs, aside from the roller in my bedroom. So, in a sense, I'm going to have a bit of an adventure. And you don't need to hear my grunts and groans as I try to get out of this thing. Unless you really want to hear my grunts and groans. Let's get this off first. And away we go! Oh. It figures I'd get distracted and then I miss a touchdown. So Allen bombed it out to Shakir, and then he scored a running touchdown. Completely missed it. And I was supposed to switch chairs and completely forgot about that too. Ay, 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 ay. Well, at least we know it's a little closer now. One of these days, I got to figure out how to do a be right back graphic. If anyone knows how to do that and can provide it to me for free, I welcome it. Ugh. Okay. Definitely a higher chair. Okay, Buffalo's kicking it off. And it's another touchback. So much for these new rules creating kickoff excitement. So, Jackson's in the gun. Henry right behind him. And he gets the handoff. Gets 5 yards. Bishop the tackle. Number 24. Let's see. Trying to test some new lighting. So Rapp apparently is out for the game. And we got another false start on the Ravens. Let's see. Let me see what happens when I turn on another light. I give you the replacement chair. Ugh. Okay. Oh, much better. Well, in the meantime, there was no gain by Henry on that last run attempt. Actually lost a yard. All right. Jackson's in the gun. And he's in trouble, and he's sacked. Spectre with the drop. Nice tackle. Spectre was a 7th-round pick. As we have the Ravens punt for the first time. Oh no! Oh! Corrington bobbled it and almost got beat up trying to get it back. Wallace and Wiggins were there, but got there a little too late. All right. Nash, let me know how you think the new setup is. If you've got the time. But if you've got to be with mommy, I understand. Hello there. We're at commercial break. And we're waiting to see if the Bills can continue with their comeback. There we go. So McDermott and John Harbaugh were under Andy Reid's staff for 7 years in Philly. And they're behind Reid since 2018 in terms of winning percentage. Allen's back to pass now. And again, he throws it out of bounds. Bear with me. Coleman makes up for his earlier drop. And Cook is on the run, getting it towards midfield. He's got it to the 47. Second and 6. Hand off to Cook again. He gets the first down. And we're almost halfway through the quarter. And they're showing Joe Brady, the offensive coordinator, who took over 2/3 of the way through last season and did quite a job. Allen's under center. It's 1st and 10. Another handoff to Cook. And another positive gain, about 4. Oh, Seattle's playing Detroit. I wonder why the Titans weren't playing. Get back to that later. Oh, no. Well, the Bills just tried to get cute and paid the price dearly. Oh, and Allen is hurt. Ugh. And so is Kincaid. That was disastrous from the get-go. They tried to do a trick play where Samuel throws it to Allen backwards, but Samuel was pitching it to Allen, and then Van Noy hit Allen's throwing hand as he was going back. It was ruled a fumble, which the Ravens recovered, and then Humphrey did, and after the play was over, a hit to the helmet. Hamilton was the one who recovered it. And Allen got hit as he was losing the ball by number 98 of the Ravens. So 6:20 left. The ball is now at the 41 on account of the 15-yard penalty. Flowers is in motion. Jackson's in the gun. He hands it off to Henry, who gets about 4 or 5. So apparently Derrick Henry can run 21 plus miles an hour. I've totaled cars at less speed than that. Gets the handoff again. Gets another big run. He had 117 yards rushing before that one. Probably has another 25 plus. 26. So 143 yards rushing and 5 minutes left in the third. Apparently it's raining there now, although I can't see it. We have a fake pass and then a handoff to Hill, who gets about 6 or 5. Yep, now I can see it. Flowers is in motion again. It's handed off again to Hill, but he can't get anything, and he's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Probably about a 2 or 3 yard loss. 4 minutes left in the third. Third and 7. Ball's at the 26. Jackson back to pass. He gets it off to Hill. And he busts 2 tackles and is inside the 10 to the 9.5. Oh. They had him before he could get the first down, but he got through. Okay, Andrews is in motion. We've got the triple back option set. And Jackson takes it himself, and he is going to waltz into the end zone. Despite the fact that my screen's gotten jabberwockied by static on the antenna, I could already tell it was going to be a touchdown. And the crowd is yelling Seven Nation Army, whoa! Great blocking, and he went in untouched. Probably a 14-point swing is what that was. Extra points, good. My alliance is about to form an armada to fight in the Star Trek game, so I am going to check that out. Because there's nothing much left in this game to check out, unless an absolute miracle happens. I'm back. And Coleman made another big catch. Allen's back to pass on first down. Lofts it towards the end zone and out of the end zone. .108 left in the third now. Second down. Ball's at the Ravens 20. Allen's in the gun. Back to pass. Gets it to Coleman, who gets to the 14. Time is running down. It's 3rd and 4. Should get another play off before the quarter ends. Oh, wow. That was a weird play. It looked like, as I watched the replay, Humphrey just looked like he was shot out of a cannon. I mean, he came out so fast, I thought that the O-line had stopped, but they just didn't take him, and he went unabated to Allen, who had to run for his life, only to get sacked by Owe. And he tried to throw it as he was going down, but the ref ruled he was down by contact, which is, I think, a good thing because he probably would have gotten flagged for intentional grounding. Let's see, if the Bills were to get a field goal, it'd be 28-13. Still be a 2-possession game, regardless of whether they scored a touchdown or a field goal. Now, clearly, I've paid the price for not doing this in advance too much, unlike before. But Baltimore looks like they're headed for a good win. Let's see what happens. Some people are already leaving on account of the rain. Bass is going to try a field goal. Going to be another long one, 48 yards. The snap, the hold, the kick, it's no good. Don't know how much the rain got involved there. But I'm going to call it a night. Got a big day tomorrow. And my team isn't winning. The miracle's going to have to happen without me. So I bid you all adieu. Bye-bye. Bye, Bonds.